What is up, my cruise fam? I am coming at you with another deck vid, and some pack openings. We are opening up 5 Rebel Clash, 1 Primal Clash, and I got something neat to show you. And we are about to get started. Alright, first thing I want to show you, because I know I said I was going to show y'all my Rillaboom Delmise deck, but I found a better deck, and to go along with that, we found Mr. Mime First Edition Jungle while we were doing some cleaning and getting ready for some stuff. And I think it's neat. It's not in the best condition. There are better condition cards about to be found, and I'm super excited, and y'all will see that once we get them. Also got an Erica from the Gym Leader set, and Electrode. Not first edition, but they're all and really decent. Wouldn't say 8, probably 5 PSA, but wanted to show y'all that. Super awesome, and super excited to see what other treasures from the past I can find. As you can see, I got my back finally situated with a shelf to hold all my cute stuff. Oh, and we found that right there. Pokemon Stadium 2 poster will be framed by the next week. Got a cool little shield back there. You don't know where it's from? Need to get on it. That Zelda. But let's get back to this. I'm gonna open up the packs first because we are searching for one thing to make this deck complete, and for all funds and stuff, we are going to open up the Primal Clash. If I can find it, there it is. That didn't work. Upsetting. Let's try that again. There we go. Alrighty. Be gone. Is it this many? I think it's that many. Mr. Mime, a Cargo, Cedra, Marrow, Circus, regular Zigzagoon, Trico, Shroomis. What is that? I forgot what that is. That is a character card, I believe, or a full art regular card. Can't remember. But Gorbis and Blaziken. Go out with some fire, you gotta add it. There it is. Blaziken. Alright, you guys. You know what? That is a pull because he is a holo rare. So we're gonna put that right there. We're gonna throw this over there. Let's get to the Rebel Clash now. So, my last video, I went over a Lapras Keldeo deck, and it is super fun. And in the middle of that deck, in the middle of looking at my Rillaboom deck, I saw Obstagoon, and I was thinking, that's different. I want to play it. So, we're going to try that out. We're going to look at it. I've been playing it online to test it out to see if it really works. I made some modifications in this deck. And Natu, Reverse Holo, and Galarian Mr. Rhyme. So, with my little modifications that I've done, I'm not sure how to run. If it runs like it will online, but I think it'll be a great deck So, here's hoping. Helios, Burning Scarf, Indeedee, Binnacle, Scyther, Volibee, Dreepy, Magmar, Training Court Reverse Hollow, and Aegislash. Alright, so far I have not pulled what I needed. But the cards might be with me, the cards might not be with me today. We'll find out. Dark Energy, Pokeball, Lampent, Alucha, Magikarp, Meditite, Stunky, Grubbin, Wingull. There, one thing we do need, Reverse Hollow Boss's Orders, and a Barbecue. I know, Barbacle, but a Barbecue. Alright, so did need that. We will. And let's see. I can't count. Is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Water Energy, Shovel, Phalanx, Palpitoad, Dreepy, Galarian Farfetch'd, Honedge, Temple, Volibee, Reverse Hollow Impident, and Inteleon V. Say what? Not what I'm looking for, but we're going to go ahead and sleeve that up because we all need a little secret spy. And last pack, let's see what we gotta fucking open it. Grrr. Water Energy, Electrode, Xatu, Lombre, Shinx, Yamask, Applin, Hatenna, Arrokuda, Reverse Hollow Galarian Mine, and Pheasant. So we do have these 3. Weirdly enough, that counts as a pull because Giovanni. So we did get those. That will be used. Inteleon will go in the book, and later on in my next video we'll go over my book and see what we need and look at it and try to pull them. But let's go over this deck. So I don't have all, but I'm running a decent amount of what I need, and it runs really smooth. So for my Pokemon, I'm running 2 Sableye. I don't even have this in order. Let's do this. I believe it's only 2 of them. Yep, there it is. I am so sorry, guys. I should have done this before, starting a show. But the fun of building a deck. Alright. 2 Sableye, 2 Trubbish, 2 Garbodor. The 2 Sableye are my attackers. You're supposed to run 4. I didn't want to run 4. I wanted to run 2 so I can get more of the damage out than the attackers. And I'll go over why in a second. But I only need 1 Trubbish, 1 Garbodor. These are there just in case I lose them or they both get prized. Alright, so Trubbish, not really that important except for that. During your turn, if a stadium is in play, make your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned, which will come handy. They get poisoned very first turn. After you end it, they take damage, which is why it's important, because Sableye does 10 plus 60 for every counter on them. Now, Sableye plays with GoonSquad. I run 4 Zigzagoons, 3 Lanones, and 2 Obstagoons. And I only run 2 because of the amount of things I need to put in the deck. You only need 2. Zigzagoons, when you play from your hand, put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So, first turn, you have 4 of these in your hand and a Trubbish. Well, you're going to put Trubbish down as your starting Pokemon, and that's all you're going to put down. First turn, you lay all 4 down, you do 40 damage to their starting Pokemon. And if that's the only Pokemon they got, you're already at a good chance of knocking them out, because second turn, you can evolve into Lanoon or Rare Candy into Obstagoon. Obstagoon, 3 more damage. So, 40, 3 more, 70. 6 times 7, that's a lot of math. I don't know. 42. 420 knockout on any Pokemon V's, GX's, tag teams, and VMAX. So, just on second turn, while they're still setting up, because they're going to take their first turn, ADP, Lapras, Reshiram, really anything, they're going to take their first turn and set up. So, when you finally get your turn, you could knock out and go ahead and start winning. Now, if it doesn't ever go your way, you got Croagunk. Simple, basic, not really needed. But Toxicroak goes with Garbodor and Sableye and Obstagoon. Put 2 more damage counters on your opponent's poison Pokemon during your Pokemon checkup. So, you get Garbodor out. You poison it. You damage it. Damage it more. Toxicroak, put 2 more. So, you can lay 4 energies out any way you want. So if they got more than one, you don't want to lay the 40 into it, but if you're able to do this. But if they don't and they got 40 out, you're laying 4 energy out. 4 damage out, not energy. Can't talk. Looking at energies. Blind. 4. Then you lay 3 more down. 7. Then you poison it, lay 2 more down. 9. 90 damage you could do. Just in the 3. Then 6 times 9 is 54. 540. Again, knock out the any GX, V, VMAX. It'll take it out. Those are what I'm running. My count is weird of how I'm doing it, but this seems to be what's working for me. And I'll show you why. Because of my trainers. Love my trainers. I think everyone needs to love their trainers. I run 4 quick balls. First hand, you're pulling out everything you need as long as you have a quick ball. So, Zigzagoon if they're not in your hand. Toxicroak if it's not in your hand. Sableye if it's not in your hand. Not Toxicroak, Croagunk. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it and saying the name when I know what I need to say. what I get for being up at like 4 o'clock in the morning drinking Mountain Dew. Haha. But, get all your basics out first turn. So, got that. Run Cynthia, second turn. You need to pull more. You're not happy with your hand. Cynthia, shuffle your hand, draw 6. Did it again. Not even set up for it, but I did it again. Alright. 4 scoop up nets. Because you can lay down Zigzagoon as many times as you want. 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage. 4 of them. And you already lay down 4 more. It seems like a win to me. 3 Marnies. I feel like 4 way too many. Now that I got another playable one, we're gonna fix it. But 2 bosses orders. They take their turn, they see the damage, they retreat as quick as they can, get it off of the field before you kill their ADP, their Resherard, anything like that. Before they can do anything, no, bring it back. I want to kill it. It is mine to kill. Haha. Sonya's, because the energy search is probably going to be hard. So Sonya pulls out 2. You only need 2 for Sableye, so it works in your favor that way. Pokegear lets you get Marnie, Boss's Order, Sonya, Cynthia, Professor's Research. Get them all back. Yeah, I'm only running 1. Palpad lets you put Boss's Orders back in your deck, or Marnie back in your deck, or Cynthia back in your deck. And I say these 3 because you don't really need this if you're set up. Honestly, what you're wanting to do is get Boss's Orders back in your hand. But you put 1 Boss's Orders and 1 Cynthia back in the deck. If you don't draw Boss's Orders and you draw Cynthia, you can shuffle it back in and get your Boss's Orders back. It's a weird one, but big charm. It turns Sableye into a 200 HP. You know, making it a little bit harder to kill, but not that big of a deal. But first turn attacks, if they get a 150 on you, you still have 50 damage, so you're good. Professor's Research, you got nothing in your hand but that, and you haven't played a supporter. Draw a new hand, and let the fun begin all over again. Ordinary Rod, play this, because I'm only running 2. So get them back out of the discard pile if they get killed. I run my switches just in case the boss's orders. They want to take away my Toxicroak, my Garbodor, or my Obstagoon before I can scoop up or do something else to lay damage down. I got my switches out, so no. Now these 3 are not really that necessary, but I did it in this way. Dust Island. Whenever either players switches their poisoned active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon with the effect of a trainer card, so I poison ADP. They play any trainer to switch them out, that new one's going to be poisoned. I don't have to use Toxicroak for it, but not Toxicroak, Garbodor, but even if it didn't, I can still do it because there is a stadium on the field. So that's why I'm running 3 stadiums, one of them being Galar Mine, costing 2 more to retreat, so ADP will be at a higher retreat cost, Resherard will be at a higher retreat cost, Pikarom will be at a higher retreat cost. Makes it difficult where they have to use a trainer, causing me to actually do Garbodor. You thought you were going to get away from it, I'm still going to poison you. And I'm running 3 Professor's Research, not 2, and 3 rare candies. For Obstagoon, it's not always guaranteed that I'm going to have Leon in the hand. So rare candy, bam, bam, 40 damage right there, second turn. Now, with my energy, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I run 8 energy, but because I need to do this, put this in here. What was I going to take out? I forgot. We are going to take out Professor's Research and only run 2 of those. So 2 Boss's Orders, 2 Professor's Research. Try to keep these at a minimum. Just need them when I need them because, again, I'm running Marnie and Cynthia. I want to recycle my hand back into my deck. Now, for people that have never built a deck, I can understand how hard it can be, how confusing it is, because this deck took a lot of time for me to really look at and want to build and make sure I had it. Because majority of this stuff you just can't go out and buy off the shelf. And for people with cards, collectors and all that are starting, building a deck is difficult. I have a lot of friends that build. One thing I look at is what can I take, make it good with what I got. My favorite thing to do is take apart a theme deck and just get a few packs and see what I can do with them. And I've made some really good decks. Not tier 1, but decks that can survive majority of tier 1. And this is one of them. And this is one I enjoy playing. Like I said, I've been playing it on PC TGO. And it has won me everything but ADP. Every time I get into a battle with ADP, the game cuts off. It hasn't really been tested on it, but the way ADP plays is the way Resharad plays, the way Picaron plays. It always takes a turn to set up. They just don't lay everything out because even though it's fast, it's not turn 1 fast. So, and this isn't turn 1 fast. That's why I always want to go first. No, I can't use my supporters, but that's what Quick Ball's for, or Scoop Up Net. Rare candies in my hand, all this. Go ahead and have my hand set up to be attacking on my second turn, because there's no way they're going to knock out Sableye first turn. And you got to look at that kind of stuff when building a deck. When I built this, originally, I didn't have Marnie's in it. I didn't have my Boss's Orders in it. I didn't even have my Stadium. I had 1 Stadium in it and 2 Scoop Up Nets and no Cynthia. And or Quick Balls, I didn't have my essential stuff. And when I realized, hey, I'm missing every staple out there that I need. Quick Ball, staple. Cynthia, staple. Scoop Up Net is a staple for this deck. Stadiums, it could be any stadium. I just found Dust Island and I thought it was a really good one to go with this. Boss's Orders, the hardest staple to find besides Marnie. And for new players, I can understand, where do I get those? How do I get them? They're not easy pulls. I do have 3 of each, but I'm only running 2 of these because, again, they're hard to pull. Don't want to ruin them all. But Marnie, gosh, I went through over 100 and something packs just to get 2. And then finally pulled 1 out of these, out of my Elite Trainer box. Boss's Orders, y'all have watched me pull them. And it's really hard to get what you need to play. And some people will tell you to order. I'm not against ordering single packs. I love opening packs. Hence why I'm here. It's always fun to open a pack and just feel that rush. But once you get your staples and you got those, really any deck that you're looking at, it becomes easier to build. Like I said, I was going to show y'all my Rillaboom Delmise deck. It's a fun deck. It took me a week just to look at it before I wanted to build it. because Rillaboom accelerates energies. You do 200 damage to anything. So easily saying Dumb Eyes could knock out Sableye first turn, but because my deck does not run Executor Rowlet Tag Team, it's not as fast, but it is quick in a way I need it to be. But it took me 3 weeks to really look at this deck and decide, is this the deck I want to build? And sadly enough, I went because of my favorite. Do you see him in the back? You see him in the back. He's over by Pikachu, Groki. And that's what made me decide to build this deck. I do love it. It is one of my favorites. But I saw a very, very good deck. I looked into it. I went over every situation with it. I tried it out online before I can take it somewhere to try it, you know. With COVID-19, that's kind of hard, but I live in the great state that opened up. So, soon, I'll be able to go try it out on some friends and wear my mask and gloves and kick their butt in a hygienic way. But you just gotta look. You gotta see what you can do with what you got. Like I said, I take theme decks and make them great. Took Inteleon V theme deck and turned it into a good starter deck for my son until we had what we needed for his deck. So I want to let y'all know, as long as you got the staple, you can build anything into a deck. Whether it's tier 1 or tier 3, depends on what you use. But as long as you have the right staples in there, I think anything can become a good deck, and that's what I look at. I don't look at the Dedenes or the ADP or all that. I look at what can knock those out quick. So, that is my rant about a deck. I want to go over these 3 with you. So, I pulled Inteleon V in this video. If you follow me on TikTok, I pulled Cinderace Full Art. It's going to be somewhere on the screen now. And Cinderace V. Of course, I have a Rillaboom from the 10. I don't know if you can see the 10. I see the 10, so you should be able to see it. I got Rillaboom from the 10, so I officially have all 3 Vs of the starters. Really excited about that. I have my VMAX for Cinderace and my VMAX for Rillaboom. I just need this one, and like I want to grab one more pack and hope and hope and hope. But I now have 3 bosses orders, 1 for collection, 2 for play. This awesome looking Blaziken from years and years ago, like years and years ago. So I am excited about that. And aw shucks, I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to open another pack because I can. Urgh. Please let it be an Inteleon VMAX or Frostmoth Gold or Boss's Order Full Art. Lightning, Turfield, Carl, Hatrim, Lidwick, Shinx. Which is funny because the Shinx is my Patronus in Harry Potter and Pottermore. It's Roly-Coleoli, Applin, Hatenna, Helioptile, and a Boss's Orders again. Pulled 2 of them in the same box. You know what? I'm happy. I don't want to try and luck anymore because I'm happy with what I pulled. So guys, check out my TikTok. I got a Twitter. You can check me out on that. Cruz Familia. Follow me on that. Hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Be notified every Monday and Friday when the videos are posted. I do videos daily on TikTok of opening packs. And I will see y'all later.